Hi guys, it's Didi here, and this video it's a bit different. It is update on what's going on and what sort of projects I'm working on, because so many of you asked me why I'm not as regular as before. As you know, since I started the channel, I've been posting videos every Tuesday without exceptions. I made it a priority to really create content for you guys, and I so much enjoy the process as well. However, since I think the first time when I missed after more than a year was in February, I missed an episode, and then in April again I did not post every single week, and then in July now I've been posting only 20 days ago. And the reason for that is not that I am abandoning my channel. I deeply love what I'm doing here. It's one of my favorite things to do during the day. But I've been working on many different projects, and especially on one big thing that I've created over the last months. And this is the update video to tell you what's going on. So I've opened a nursery school. It's Montessori nursery school. It is for children between 2 years and 5 years of age. And this took so much of my time. Of course, opening a nursery school means that you have to be really involved in it, and it requires a lot of time, but I did not expect it to take as much time as it did, because I have a co-founder. She is someone who I know for many years, and you know, when there are two people working on it, you would expect that it's going to be much easier process, but it's not. It takes a lot of time, a lot of regulations, purchasing the whole furniture, especially making sure we hire the right people. And it's been a great journey, I would say. We've been working on it since October last year, but mostly focused on it since February, when we sort of got the rental agreement, and our nursery opened in the end of April, beginning of May. So so this is a big news for me, and I pour my heart into it. The reason why I invested in this project and invested my time, and actually this is completely different direction than everything I've been doing before, is that I really think and feel I can make a difference in this field. Mika went to the best nursery in the area, and I did not have a great experience with that. I actually explored other nurseries as well. And there are certain things that I want to install in Mika in terms of qualities and values. And it's not that I want to control his environment, saying, oh, nothing is good enough for him. But, you know, it's one of these things where I said, okay, you know, I read a lot about these things. I'm really interested in it. And my partner, she is already a Montessori trained teacher. She already had a nursery school. So why don't we team up together? And then I'll do my part to make sure we do something unique, something great, a place where we follow our values of growth, of excellence, of making sure that we nurture the spirit of the child. And who knows, potentially, hopefully one day we will open a primary school too, because that's the logical progression, I would say. So yeah, it's a big thing. The school is Montessori. If you want to have a look, it's in London. So most people probably who watch this video are not from London anyways, but just if you want to have a look, if you have any experience in running nurseries, or if you as a parent have certain things that you would like to see in a nursery, I'm always looking for ways to grow and to improve. So please send me a comment or send me an email and say, you know, as a parent, these are the things that I've always liked in my nursery, and I'll make sure to incorporate them. Yeah, I'll be really grateful if you do that for me, guys. So yeah, that's the first thing that has been taking so much of my time. Second thing has been taking so much of my time, it's sorting out school for Mika, because it's complicated here in the UK, at least from my perspective, because I come from Eastern Europe. And in Eastern Europe, not only in Eastern Europe, but everywhere in Europe, most children start school when they're 6 or 7. Here in this country, children start school when they're 4 by the 1st of September. So the general recommendation to parents is don't get pregnant between September and December, because then you have a summer child. And when you have a summer child, your child will be the smallest one at school, the littlest one, right? And according to some research, they cannot cope until the age of 11. The difference between a 4-year-old and the 5-year-old is huge at that time. It's not the same as the difference between 7 and 8 years old. And for me, it was really tough decision, because I don't feel ready to send my child to a school when he'll be 4 years on the 29th of August. So he'll be literally 4 years and 3 days when he starts. and then he will be the youngest at school, which again, I don't mind that much, but I mind the fact that he'll sit, he'll be asked to write and read and all these things that I feel he will learn anyway, so why does he need to start so early? So a few years ago, they said in the UK, the government said that if you have a summer baby, you can choose and you can decide whether you want to send them now or you can delay them for a year. Like I have friends whose children are born 10 days after Mika and they're going the year after. So I decided that is what I would do. I would delay Mika, I would let him be with me in the nursery for a year and then send him next year. But in practice, it turned out it doesn't really work like that. I went to a few schools and they say, no, he needs to be with us at the reception, which is the first year at school. Even if he starts next year, potentially if they are able to take him, he will still join the first grade rather than reception. And then he will miss the whole learning of how to write, how to read, which again, I don't feel it's a problem because he can learn that in Montessori environment, like my school. But it was a tough decision for me. It took me a lot of time to go around schools, open days, to research. There are only 2 Montessori schools here, primary schools up until 11, and I had to go there, but it's hard even to book an appointment. So this is another thing that took more time than I expected in this part of when I was so busy, at exactly the same time when I was so busy. So for the moment, I decided to keep him in my school and potentially research other opportunities because literally, I feel like we should move to the Scandinavian country where they have such a good education, or to the US where you have so much more opportunities, guys who live there. So yeah, that's the second update. So another reason why I've been so busy is we've been traveling, not as much as normally, but I went to California for this event, the Mastermind Talks, which was invite-only event for entrepreneurs, beautiful environment, super inspiring people, awesome place to be. I did a video about some of my takeaways, so you can watch it there. And then I did a vlog about San Francisco as well, you can watch it there. But this took 10-11 days of my time. And straight when I was back, we went to Sevilla because it was a school break and there was no one to take care of Mika anyway. So, we took him there for a trip. And again, although normally when I travel, I try to do as much as possible in relation to my work, sometimes it's not really as easy as I feel. And then, in addition to everything else, I actually studied to be a Montessori qualified teacher. I don't plan to be a teacher at my school, but I want to really know the philosophy of Montessori in depth. And the teaching, it's not easy though, it takes a whole year. So every single Saturday, apart from some breaks, I go to school whole day. And then we have lots of assignments and lots of work to do in relation to child's development or writing lessons plans for practical skills area, for this time of sensorial area. So this as well adds additional 20-25 hours to my otherwise busy schedule. And I just couldn't cope with all these things together. In addition to that, we don't have a nanny anymore. We used to have an au pair up until December last year. Then we decided that it's time for us to manage our schedule in a better way. My mom was here for a while, my dad was here for a while, but it's not the same. So more or less we're involved in making sure we take care of Mika. And his dad travels a lot. So I usually don't want to be not present when I'm with him. So I'm trying my best when I'm taking care of him to be there really. And it turned out I cannot manage all of these things together. So that's the reason why I have not been producing as much videos as I wanted to, guys. But now I'm hoping I will be back to schedule, because if there is something which I really enjoy in my daily schedule, this is really creating content for you. It's a pleasure for me to sit down in front of the camera. I really deeply love what I do. And I miss our interaction and communication, and even sitting down and thinking, what is it that can add a value in your life in some ways. So for me, this is a creative project that it's not only for you guys, but it's very much for me. It's how I express myself and how I add value and serve you in different ways. So yeah, this is the update for me. Now it's the beginning of the summer. We are going to travel for a while, which we have never done so extensively as we will do now. Usually we take short trips to different places because my husband has lots of work travel related, and if he goes to interesting place, we will join normally. But now he is free as well for a while. So this month we'll go to Italy, France, Spain. We don't know yet where, but we're going to plan this week, and probably I won't do as many videos as I would like to, but for sure I will do lots of vlogging. I want to level up my vlogging skills, and I want to get better at that. So I will make sure I record most of the good places where we visit, and you can let me know whether you enjoy these sorts of videos or not. So that's it, my friends. I am going to miss you in the summer. I hope you have a great holiday, and if you want to ask me something, I can always do Q&A because I love Q&As and they're easy for me to do. I don't need to prepare much. So leave me your questions below, give me suggestions for videos you want to see from me. I'm starting to do as well some interviews of crazy, cool people. I'm sure you enjoy them. And as always, I'm here for you guys. So just drop me a mail. Bye.